Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Been a few weeks, but I thought it's about time I did a Boston Marathon and London Marathon catch up, let you know how I got on, let you know how the events went, a little bit of logistics as well, because Boston Marathon is a nightmare for logistics, but I thought I'd just go through how they went and where we are now. Okay, so Boston Marathon, as you probably know, it's a point-to-point race starting out at Hopkinton, 26 miles outside Boston, then you run back in. So the way things go is you get into the centre of Boston before the race and then you get bussed out to the start line. Let me go back a couple of days before that actually. We arrived on the Thursday. We did Boston Jamaica Park Run on the Saturday, which is a fantastic little course. If you're going to Boston, check out Jamaica Pond Park Run. Great little event. 2 laps of a little lake with a start downhill and a finish uphill. It's absolutely dreamy little park run course, so make sure you get yourselves there. Anyway, we did that on the Saturday. We went to the expo on the Friday. I brought all the merchandise. It's the first time I've qualified for the Boston Marathon. It's been iconic in my mind for about 10 years wanting to do it, so I was super pleased to qualify. I qualified with a 3:19, which I did at Manchester, against a sort of target of 3:25 to get into the qualification band. As it turned out, everyone who met the qualification guidelines qualified, which is how I got in. So been top of my bucket list for many years, and when I got there, yeah, I hit the expo, I hit the merchandise big time. Hats, long sleeve, short sleeve, vests, coats, bags, we got it all. Okay, so fast forward to race day, which is Monday, Patriots Day. Race actually started at 10:30 in the morning, but I had to be up at 6 AM in the hotel, on the tube by 6:15 into Boston Central, Boston Common by 6:30. So I took breakfast with me, which was porridge in a pot, obviously, banana, sort of energy bar, drink, that sort of stuff. At the expo, like with all the other world majors, you get a big clear kit bag, which is your finisher bag, so you take that with you on the morning, which has the stuff in that you need after the race. So I had my finisher bag, but you also have with you a small clear plastic bag which you can take on the buses which take you out to the start line. So 7 AM, Boston Common. It's about 7 or 8 degrees. It's a bit wet, it's a bit windy. Lots of other people far more organised than me. I had a light sort of base layer, a thin rain jacket, both of which the plan was to discard at the start line. Other people had pyjamas, dressing gowns, onesies, coveralls, hats, gloves, everything. Lots of people far more organised, foil blankets, the whole works, because you sort of meet in Boston Common at about 7 AM, you drop off your finisher bag at your finisher bag bus, then you make your way to the buses that are going to take you out to the start line with your small clear bag, with your last minute nutrition or things you need in the wait up to the start. So get on the buses. It's about an hour's ride out to Hopkinton. Got there about 8:45 in the morning, I think, don't forget, starting at 10:30. So got there really early into a huge marquee full of hundreds and hundreds of other people waiting at the start line, and just sort of hung about, used the loos. The loo queue took about half an hour, but eventually we got closer and closer to the start time. Start shedding off those layers. Last bit of drink, nutrition, gel before the start, that sort of stuff. Getting ready, made our way out to the start line, and off we go. And it was such an iconic moment. The logo is just imprinted in my mind, and I had a few tears at the start line, which is a new thing for me for marathons. I always cry at the finish line, but the start line, that was a bit new. Anyway, we set off. It's
You're looking good, everyone. You're looking good. Wave 2.
It's point to point, downhill overall course with some nasty little inclines along the way. The support on the course is unbelievable through all of the villages. Crazy support past Wellesley Girls' School where the Scream Tunnel is, and all of the girls from the girls' school come out yelling and screaming. It's deafening through that part of the course, but such good fun. My aim was, you know, not really going into it marathon fit. I thought it might be quite nice to 8-minute mile and do a 3:30, and just see if I could, with a view to potentially pacing a 3:30 marathon, something I'd love to do. I thought I'd see how I'd get on with that. But because it's overall downhill, I was sort of rattling between 7:50, 7:55, 8, that sort of thing. It's headwind the whole way. There was torrential rain at the start, torrential rain midway through towards the end. I was quite comfortable holding 8-minute miles for about 17, 18 miles, I think. Then it started to, that's when I hit I hit the Newton Hills around at that point. A few hills, one after the other, after many miles of downhill. It really hurts your legs. It really does your legs in. Got into the hills, had to have a bit of a word with myself through the hills. Pace started to drop off a little bit, but I did manage to pull it back as we got over 20, 21, 22 miles, pulled the pace back, bang on pace. And then again, the last few miles get really tough. Not marathon fit, haven't run anything over 15 miles. Yeah, it got tough towards the end. So with a target of 3:30, last 2 or 3 miles were really hanging on in there and just getting it done, grinding it out. I'm pretty pleased overall really to do what I did. I did 3:34. Yes, I lost a few minutes in the latter stages, as I do with a lot of marathons. But as I said, I wasn't truly marathon fit, hadn't done a block of marathon training. It was all done off Ironman training mainly. Longest run I'd done was 15 miles once. So yeah, I felt really good for it. I enjoyed it. It was a fabulous race. Yeah, tears at the start, tears at the end, and such a big moment for me in my running journey. Finished, picked up the medal, took all the photos, all that sort of stuff, and then we had to leave Boston the following day. Obviously we had a 2-day flight delay, the flight was cancelled. Then we came back a day and a half later via Dublin. All a bit of a nightmare, but we got home. And then, so that was the Monday. Then on the Sunday, I was running London Marathon. So the target for that was, well, I was running with my friend Greg. His target, what we've been training him towards for many months, is 4-hour marathon or sub-4 marathon, you know, 3:59, 59. That was the target for him. So all week in between, I didn't do any running. I just tried to stretch, stay well hydrated, eat well, look after myself, keep moving, active recovery, but no running. And when we got to the start line at London, went over the start line, started running, my glutes just went tightened up as soon as I set off. Literally first step, I thought, oh my god, haven't felt my glutes all week, but they're letting me know about it. So yeah, the target was 9:07, 9:08ish miling, just to sneak a sub-4. Dexter, get your stick, come on, get your stick. Target was 9:07, 9:08ish, and I held Greg back to that sort of pace all the way through, because that's what we've been training towards, and we all know about going off too quick in the marathon. So I held him to 9:07, 9:08, just getting through the miles. He was fine, he was cruising, absolutely cruising it. But I was holding him back, but equally I didn't have much more in me than 9:07 miling, to be honest. My heart rate was up because my glutes were hurting, but I got through to 10 miles, I got through to halfway, and then my target was to get to 16 miles, which I did. And then I said to him, look, you're in a great place, you're bang on pace for a sub-4, just keep ticking the miles off. And that's exactly what he did. He finished in 4 hours and 32 seconds. I came in 4:19, having lost 20 minutes in the last 10 miles. So that was my plan when I eased off. Because my glutes were hurting so much, I just couldn't lift my knees up to stride. So I just had to ease the pace off, dropped it down to a bit of a run walk, 11-minute miling, 2 minutes a mile I lost in 10 miles, so 4:19. I loved it. I ran with Greg to his first marathon. He was bang on time. I did 2 marathons a week. Time really wasn't the issue. It was about the experience. It was about finishing off that block of training we've done for him for a 4-hour marathon. We both had a fantastic race. It was a lovely day. We saw family on the way round. Went really well. Absolutely loved it. And 2 marathons in a week, you know, I'll take that. That was pretty special. Pretty special. 2 world marathon majors in a week. So where are we now? 10 days ago that was. We're back into the Ironman training. I've got a little 5-mile race tonight. I've just had massage, a swim and a bike this morning. We are all good. We are all going well. Training is going great. And we're now off this block of marathon running back into triathlon training. So that's the next few weeks, is try training with a sprint, an Olympic, a half iron, and then the big Ironman race coming up. So that's probably about it for this update. I think that gets you back up to speed. You know what's going on. You know how Boston went really well. You know how London went. Yeah, pretty good. Can't complain. I'm not injured. Everything's working. Summer is just around the corner. Things are turning green. The sky's blue, as you can see. Everything is good, going really well. I'm excited for the next few months. I'm looking to the other end of Ironman training, or Ironman season. We've got New York Marathon signed up for in November, which again I'll be pacing Greg, but that'll be off the back of a big block of marathon training. And then 4 weeks after that I'll have Valencia Marathon, which is going to be my PB target marathon of the year. So a couple of big pacing marathons, and then Valencia for me, I think it's my 3rd time at Valencia. That'll be the one I'm going to go for. I don't know, 3:05, 3:10, something like that. But there you go, there's a quick update. Let me know how you're getting on. Let me know how your race season is going, how your training's going. Any questions, any thoughts, fire them in. And I will see you on the next video. Take care, bye.